the journey of Analytics Lab, how it started, and then how it evolved over time to tackle the changing data science landscape.
Sumit thought about Analytics Labs in 2011 when he saw some of his friends trying to study analytics and get into this field. Sir, आपको क्या लगता है आपकी कंपनी में आगे क्या होएगा? Is that a valid question? In the correct language? Absolutely not. I would really ask aspirants to understand who is the person on the other side. What is it that they are expecting to hear?
They are very worried about AI, and their very common question is AI going to take their job?
पहली चीज पहले जॉब में तो घुसो then worry about all of this.
Hello, ma'am, how are you?
I'm good, Sumit. How are you?
I'm doing great. So, ma'am, my first question is about the journey of Analytics Lab, how it started, and then how it evolved over time to tackle the changing data science landscape.
So Sumit thought about Analytics Labs in 2011 when he saw some of his friends trying to study analytics and get into this field. That was when we realized that analytics in edtech was still coming up, was still starting, and he really wanted to help. That's how he started Analytics Labs, and Chandra and I joined in. The first course we started at that time was Business Analytics with SAS. Now it sounds like a very outdated tool. That was the most prevalent tool at that time. Over the years, we have changed our courses, we've changed the tools as the market has been changing. We ourselves in 2012 started a lot of corporate trainings. The corporate trainings gave us insights into what the market really wanted, where the skill gaps were. So that actually helped us to modify and update our courses. Over time, we've also done a lot of industry collaborations. We've done certification collaborations, whether it's Wiley, IBM, and now today NASSCOM Future Skills Prime, and even ENICT IIT Guwahati. All certifications which are credible and help the students get a job ready certificate. Beyond this, our placement readiness program also helps the students at Analytics Labs constantly evolve and keep up to date. We study the market trends. We ensure our courses are constantly changing and adapting. The curriculum is changing. Our placement readiness programs are constantly also changing students. So it is today a matter of getting our students to not only learn for today, but even preparing them for once they are in their jobs. That's what has helped us a lot.
So, ma'am, right now in this same space of data science and data analytics, we can see a lot of competition. How Analytics Lab is different from those competitors, and how you basically make sure that since 2011 till today, Analytics Lab is relevant in the market and is basically the top rated institute in India.
One thing, Sumit, which has been the key since the beginning has been a deep personal connect with the students. Since the beginning, Sumit, Chandra, and myself, we have been personally involved in training as well as mentorship and guidance with the students. You yourself are one of the examples, and I'm sure you will add to it. But that has actually helped us to understand the pain points of the students and also given constant guidance to students. Even our faculty today is handpicked and selected with the same motive. They get personally involved on a one-on-one basis with students while they are training. Any assessment, any case studies, any projects are evaluated individually and feedbacks shared, which is not generic, so that students are actually learning from their own personal mistake. Our placement readiness program again, or even all our career guidance, Chandra and I are individually involved with each and every student. Each and every person in my placement pool, I would have spoken to them. I would know what is it that they are looking for, what are their gaps, what is it that they can cover, and I actually get involved when they are going through different interview processes.
So, ma'am, if I'm a student right now who is willing to take a course with Analytics Lab, then how PRP will help me, and what is the exact structure of PRP? What components will I be exposed to, and what I will get additional out of my course curriculum?
So, to summarize, today my PRP is a combination of resume building, how do you create your LinkedIn profile, how to search for relevant jobs, one on one interviews, which might include the non technical aspect of your CV too, as well as expert sessions on the emerging technologies like Gen AI, data engineering. All of this with a combination of an honest feedback, because that surely will go a far way with the students.
So, ma'am, based on your experience working with so many students and guiding them for so long, what are the top three mistakes that you find while they are in interview and while they are preparing for the interview?
Three is difficult to select, but let me give you some actual instances that have happened in the past. Imagine sitting in the final round of your interview. You've cleared your technical tests, you've gone through the HR rounds, you've spoken to the your hiring manager, everyone, and the last round is a CEO round. सर आपको क्या लगता है आपकी कंपनी में आगे क्या होएगा? Is that a valid question in the correct language? Absolutely not. I would really ask aspirants to understand who is the person on the other side. What is it that they are expecting to hear? I had a situation where a student insisted that the CEO sits with him and goes through each line of his 50 code model. That is absolutely an incorrect expectation. People are different, positions are different, the amount of time that they can give to a candidate is different. At the last minute, what is going to help you is when you are able to understand what is it that the person in front of you wants from you.
Also, what I have seen or what I have experienced is students lack communication, or I would say conversation. They either want them to complete the answer, as you mentioned, that the person wanted to explain the entire 50 line of code, and they don't want to listen, then understand, and then act on it. They are very eager to answer the question that they are not spending time to think about it. They are not structuring your answer, and that is one of the major mistake which I find. What's your opinion on this?
You have all kinds of students. I had a student who is technically brilliant. She has got her IIT Guwahati certificate. She's completed her machine learning course, gone through all the modules beautifully. Her constant feedback is it's very difficult to get her to talk in an interview. You ask her a question, she'll give you a one line answer. You ask her another question, she'll give you an answer. She's not quiet, but it's very difficult to strike a conversation. Maybe she's an introvert, maybe she's shy because of her background, whatever it is. But that raises a question as to what is going to happen when she's going to work in a team setup. On the other side, yes, I have over enthusiastic and over eager people. Even before the question is finished, I want to start answering because I want to demonstrate how much I know. So, yes, that is a constant problem. Communication is not only about pure English, या मैं किस तरह के words use कर रही हूँ, but it is also about active listening, showing your proactiveness at the correct time, being assertive but not aggressive.
That's very true. And this is what I always advise to my students also, that always listen to the question, think about it, create your plan, and then answer it so that they can admire, they can appreciate your thinking process, because people give extra marks for thinking.
Exactly.
And they want you to ask questions. And I have seen students not asking any question. They are just very clear with all the questions. Like if I'm giving you a problem statement, assume, like everyone assumes that they have understood everything, but they never cross question. And that's one of the drawback, or I would say the point that students should work on. They should ask questions, because asking will clear your doubts, will also show your exposure, how much curious you are to understand the topic, or maybe how much curious you are in solving a problem. And that's what everyone is looking for. They are not looking for coders right now. AI is everything, AI can do everything.
No, absolutely correct. Sumit, when I started my career with McKinsey, I had gone through an Excel training with a very popular company in Germany. One of the things that Edwin, who actually taught me at that time, taught us was when you have to make an Excel model. And of course, at that time, it was Excel, right? We didn't have all of these new tools that are available. He said, when you have to make an Excel tool, shut down your laptop. Write down exactly how you will visualize the output on a piece of paper. That will help you think about how the output will look like. That will help you answer what are the different problems I might face on the way. Once you have everything on paper, putting it into the computer is very easy. And that exactly is what you're talking about, the thinking process. If I have asked you a question, take a pause. Think, how do you want to answer? Just don't start answering. One of the things that we have recently seen a lot of companies doing is include a GD format in their interviews, which, if you think about, is very unheard of. We've heard about GDs in MBA interviews, but never really heard about it in job interviews today. But this is where they are talking about how are you thinking when you are talking? How would you present yourself in a group setting, in a team setting, in a client situation also? Because all of these aspects then come out there.
Very true. That's very true. Acha, ma'am, I have one question which I get from students is, how do I evaluate myself whether data science, data analytics, or AI is a field for me or not? I get students from variety of background, and students are from finance background, students are from arts background, students are from sales background, and they have done extensively. Their experience is around 14 years, 15 years in sales, and now they want to transition, but they want to transition just because it is in demand skill. People are getting well paid, and they think that they can do it. So how a person willing or enthusiastic about data science and data analytics can self evaluate about whether this skill is for them or not?
So, there are different parameters which I also look at when I am pushing out CVs on different positions and profiles. A data analyst is the most common, right? If I am an absolute fresher, do you think any company will be comfortable putting you on an AI model today itself? Absolutely not. So you have to be open to a data analyst role at that stage itself. Though you should also show that I know the additional skills. And if today I am able to prove my worth as a data analyst, maybe 6 months down the line, you can give me that work also. But I should be ready for a data analyst role today. On the other hand, people who are coming with relevant educational background, for example, an MSc in mathematics, MSc in statistics, they might be freshers, but still relevant educational experience, or people who are coming with proper relevant work experience. They have some background in creating dashboards, reading numbers. It's time for them to show a step up. And that's when they should showcase and highlight that they know these skills, the new skills, the data science, the ML skills, the Gen AI skills, which is telling them that it's time for them to move up the ladder. So, your background definitely plays an important role. But the second thing is, you also need to show to the employers that you are ready for the next role. It's not employers will not only evaluate you on something what you are today, but they are also seeing how you will be for that company 6 months, 1 year down the road, maybe even 3 years down the road.
So, since you are meeting a lot of employers and you are in touch with them, one question which I commonly get from a student is the salary range. What I may expect as a fresher, what I may expect as a intermediate professional, or what I may expect after 14 years of experience. So, what is a typical range right now, which is very common in the industry?
So remember this, Sumit. A lot of people who are getting hired from institutes like us, they either are absolute freshers or freshers with gap years. There are some working professionals, of course, but there is a huge chunk of such people. When companies are hiring, they want to start with most of these candidates as interns or on probations. Internships and probations might last from 3 months to 6 months, sometimes even 9 months or 1 year also. It is the company's way of testing you out for the entire gap that you've had in your career, as well as ensuring that I am putting my time and money into something which is going to give me a reward later on. So, first of all, I would really strongly say that please don't shy away from offers which are pure internships or which have bonds. We at Analytics Labs today do hire people with bonds and on internships. It is our way of testing people before we are ready to commit to the candidate. The second thing, in terms of pure salary ranges, um, salary ranges, to be really frank, in the last 4 months itself, I have seen a span of 4 to 14 lakhs for even 0 to 3 years of experience. What is the worth that you are getting to me is what is important. A pure MIS role will command somewhere around 4 to 6 lakhs. But as and when you keep adding on skills to it, forget about team management, but can I put you in front of a client? Can I expect full ownership of a project from you? All of these then constantly add more money to it. So, in a very broad spectrum, for a fresher, salaries can range from 4 to 8, and then accordingly 8 to 12 and 12 plus accordingly.
So, ma'am, I have yet another common question which I get from students and working professionals. They are very worried about AI, and their very common question is AI going to take their job? So, what's your opinion on that?
पहली चीज पहले जॉब में तो घुसो then worry about all of this. But having said that, it is a correct question. No, matlab, absolutely no doubt about it. But today it is also important to realize, can you use AI to your advantage? AI is actually beneficial for all of us. जो हमारा regular mundane task था, AI has made it simple for me. When I'm making a resume, when I'm correcting my students' resumes, I am constantly using prompt engineering in ChatGPT to correct my CVs, right? So, isn't that a leveraging the AI tool? And that is exactly what I want to tell the students. Why are you worried about AI? Think about how you can use the AI today to better your results, to better the work that you are doing, to come up with more meaningful and much more better, stronger impact. So, if you are able to do that, if you are able to showcase how you are leveraging AI today, your job is not going anywhere.
So, Ankita, ma'am, that is all about our discussion for today. I hope you guys got some clarity regarding how to prepare yourself for the job market with AI, and basically what mistakes you can avoid and how you have to prepare for it. So, if you guys want to know more about our courses, I have added the link in the description section. You can connect with our counselors. Also, for more such amazing and insightful content, keep following Analytics Lab.